Let's talk about the absolute shock that is about to hit your family, your friends, and every single person who has watched your love life over the last decade. Right now, the people around you have a very specific expectation of how your story is going to end. Some of them think you are going to be single for the rest of your life because your standards have gotten too high. Others secretly expect you to eventually get lonely and settle for the same exact type of toxic, draining person you used to date in your past. They have watched you operate as a spiritual rehab center for so long that they genuinely believe you are incapable of falling for someone who doesn't need to be fixed. But they have no idea what God has been doing behind the scenes. The next person you introduce to your circle is going to completely paralyze the room. The dynamic is going to be so incredibly different, so overwhelmingly healthy, and so entirely out of character from your past, that people are going to wonder if you are even the same person. I want to sit down and have a very real, very raw conversation about the psychology of your romantic history and exactly who the Creator is preparing to walk into your life. To understand why this next relationship is going to be such a massive shock, we have to look closely at the psychological trap you just broke out of. For a huge portion of your life, your brain was suffering from something called trauma repetition. When you grow up in a chaotic environment, or when your early relationships are full of manipulation, your nervous system actually gets addicted to the cortisol. You start to equate anxiety with love. When you met someone who gave you butterflies, what you were actually feeling was your fight or flight system warning that this person was dangerous. But because you had a massive, empathetic heart, you ignored the warning. You looked at broken, highly toxic people, and you saw potential. You saw the little boy or the little girl inside of them who was hurting, and you made a subconscious decision to save them. You poured your premium energy, your money, your time, and your absolute sanity into people who were completely emotionally bankrupt. You loved them back to life, and the second they got their strength back, they used it to destroy you. Your friends watched you do this. Your family watched you do this. They watched you carry the entire weight of every room you walked into. They got used to you being the strong one, the fixer, the one who compromises everything just to keep the peace. But then, the isolation season happened. God pulled you entirely off the dating market. He put you in a room by yourself, and He forced you to look in the mirror. You cried until you had nothing left. You faced the deepest, ugliest parts of your own codependency. You realized that your desire to fix other people was actually just a distraction, so you wouldn't have to fix yourself. And slowly, painfully, you healed. You regulated your nervous system. This brings us to the massive psychological shift that has recently happened inside your brain. Right now, you have developed an absolute allergy to chaos. If someone comes into your life and starts playing hot and cold, you don't chase them anymore. You just get the ick. If someone brings confusion, mixed signals, or passive-aggressive drama, your brain no longer registers that as passion. It registers it as exhaustion. You have become profoundly, beautifully boring to toxic people, and toxic people have become entirely transparent to you. So, who is the person coming next? Who is the individual that is going to make everyone's jaw hit the floor? It is someone who doesn't need you. And I mean that in the most beautiful, liberating way possible. The person God is bringing to you does not need you to pay their bills. They do not need you to teach them basic emotional intelligence. They do not need you to act as their therapist, their mother, or their father. You are about to meet a fully sovereign, completely healed, incredibly self-aware human being. While you were spending the last 3 years crying on your bedroom floor, reading books on psychology, praying for peace, and learning how to set boundaries, there was someone else in a different city doing the exact same grueling work. God has been doing a simultaneous construction project. He was building 2 incredibly strong, completely whole individuals who do not need to feed off of each other to survive. When you two finally collide, it is not going to feel like a massive explosion. There will be no toxic butterflies. There will be no sleepless nights wondering where you stand. It is going to feel like taking off a heavy backpack after a 10-mile hike. It is going to feel like absolute, undeniable rest. This is what the spiritual realm calls the equally yoked dynamic. Most people think being equally yoked just means you go to the same church or have the same beliefs. But it goes so much deeper than that. Being equally yoked means you match in emotional maturity. It means you match in your capacity to communicate. It means when a problem arises, you are both fighting the problem, not trying to destroy each other. Your friends and family are going to be shocked because they are waiting to see how you are going to carry this new person. And instead, they are going to watch this person step up and actually carry you. They are going to watch someone open the door for you, protect your peace, and aggressively defend your character in public. They are going to see you soften. For the first time in your entire life, the people around you are going to see you drop your guard, put your armor down, and allow yourself to be completely, safely taken care of. That is the shock factor. The people who knew the survival mode version of you will not know how to process the soft, protected, and highly valued version of you. Some of the people in your life might actually get uncomfortable with this new relationship. When you stop dating toxic people and you finally align with a high-value, healed partner, it shines a massive spotlight on the mediocre relationships happening around you. Your healthy dynamic will accidentally expose the dysfunction in your friend group or your family. Let them be uncomfortable. You paid a brutal, agonizing price for the peace you are carrying right now. You walked through fire to get this level of discernment. Do not ever shrink your standards back down just to make the people around you feel better about their own bad choices. I want you to mentally prepare for the ease of what is coming. Your brain might try to self-sabotage when you first meet this person. Because it is so healthy, your mind might say, "This is too quiet. Something is wrong," waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are going to have to intentionally teach your body that it is finally safe to be loved properly. God is rewriting your entire romantic history. He is wiping the slate clean. The years you spent pouring water into dead plants are over. You are about to walk into a greenhouse where the soil is rich, the sun is shining, and the harvest is completely effortless. Take a deep breath and just let that truth settle into your chest. You are no longer a spiritual hospital. You are a prize, and you are about to be treated exactly like one.
I would love to hear about the shift in your own mind. Have you recently noticed that the things you used to find attractive, the bad boys, the chaotic energy, the drama, now just completely turn you off? When did you realize your nervous system had finally healed? Drop your story in the comments. Let's talk about the absolute freedom of getting the ick for toxic behavior. Keep your standards incredibly high today. The right one is already looking for you. I will talk to you soon.